A little bit of drama today. Today we're going to be doing a first class trip report from Charlotte to Seattle on flight. Oh, I don't know, I'll get back to you because American Airlines, as per typical, dropped me off late at the made my connection coming in ridiculously late, so now I'm in a rush. So you're gonna get a nice first class look at the A321 if I make my gate on time, which, as always, when you're flying through Charlotte, it's a complete and total disaster. So there's that, and stay tuned, and if I do make my flight, you'll get a pretty good look at things. So luckily I was able to jaunt my way through the airport, and I was able to make it at the end of group 4. So this is probably about 5.5, 6 hour flight from Charlotte to Seattle through about 3 time changes. So either way, there's going to be some jet lag on the other end. I always do a paper copy and an electronic copy of my ticket in case for some reason my phone knocks itself out. Here's the paper copy. 2775, we're going to be in seat 5F, and it's a wonderful 4th of November day, and this flight's departing at 9:20 a.m. And as we're getting on the flight, normally I like to touch you outside of the plane before I get in as a good luck thing, and we'll be looking at the seat here. So on the top you have the propaganda shelf here with the instructions and the safety card. Down here you've got a little pouch for all your stuff, which I've currently got occupied. You've got a little plug in there for your USB cable. There's your footroom there. I'm in a walking boot from something previously, but as you can see, premium economy foot space, decent view out the windows. It's hard to get a bad one. Under that shelf, I'll show you later, is the pop-out tray. And to your left is your recliner button. There's a little red tag there. There's your recliner button. There's another plug, and then there's some storage space there under the armrest. So as you can see, a generous amount of storage space. Then your little flip-down drink tray there, and a little tray on top of the thing to put your drinks. So plenty of room, and overall, that is your seat. So immediately after you get to cruising altitude, they go ahead and hand out the warm towels, which these are always awesome to have. Quick wipe down the hands and face, and feeling pretty good. Now this is the system for entertainment online. You're getting the American Airlines app, which you can connect to their Wi-Fi. As you can see, it's got live TV, movies, series, lifestyles. So as you can see, there's a lot of good content there that you can kind of scroll through and listen to as you're in your flight. And I found it, as usual, pretty good stuff on there. It was able to keep me entertained throughout most of the flight, and there's just a lot of good content on there. And also has a little map there at the bottom so you can see the progress your flight's making. So that's always pretty useful when you're on a pretty long flight. Overall, pretty solid. So after they started the in-flight drink service, I went ahead and got myself a mimosa, which is always good for a nice morning flight to kind of calm down, get yourself in the mood before the dinner service starts. And this is the dinner. So it was a fruit plate with some yogurt. There'll be a roll that'll be added. I'll show you there anyway. The fruit was pretty solid. And then they had the meal. There was some olives there. There was a burrito. And then there was a piece of sausage there. So overall, it was a breakfast burrito with eggs inside. It was okay, nothing to write home about. And of course, your silverware. And then there was the cinnamon roll that came around with a short little bread basket, and that was what I picked out. It was pretty solid overall. Outside of the burrito, it was a pretty solid meal overall, and I would definitely get it again. And as the flight went on, we kind of passed over the North Dakotas, Montana, Idaho. Service kind of stopped at this point, and you just kind of were able to lean back and check out some of the really great views of the plains, and not really the most populated areas out there, but some wonderful geography as you kind of fly over the country, and we prepare for our flight to land in Seattle. So if you do get a chance, prop that window shade open and take a look at the outside world.
Secure smaller handheld devices in your hand or seat pocket. Devices such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches must remain. Sign is
Okay, well, in Seattle here after
that is also
getting out of first class. So overall,
2100 to 100.
definitely if you are taking that long cross-country flight, it's a good way to travel. Overall, I thought the seat was nice and clean. Some areas of it anyway, definitely not the tray tables, but it happens. Definitely the food was on point, even though I'm not a huge fan of enchiladas or that type of stuff. It was decent, food was fresh, everything was pretty cool there, restroom was well maintained. Entertainment, on my Android phone I was having problems pulling it up, but luckily I got an iPhone for work, so that was able to pull through there, and it was able to keep me entertained catching up on things. So overall it was pretty solid flight there. Not really any drawbacks. Once dinner was over, I mean the last 3 hours of flight was pretty much just low-key look out the window and watch the scenery roll by, but was entertained throughout, and the food was solid and arrived somehow on time. So always good, and as always, thank you for watching. Always like and subscribe to the channel.